Welcome back to Exploring Whiskeys again. I'm Eric.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Adam.
And today we are going to review a whiskey from a relatively local distillery downtown Nashville. This is the Nelson Brothers Black Brier. So this is finished in a stout. Black Brier. So Nelson Brothers used to be better known by the Belle Meade brand. Mm-hmm. They switched over to the Nelson Brothers brand, and we were always wondering whether are they going to keep the Belle Meade for their finishes, or are they going to switch to the Nelson Brothers? They switched to Nelson Brothers, and this is the stout finish. They had one with Belle Meade that was called the Black Belle.
Yes,
That's what that was called.
Mm-hmm.
So, same idea, slightly different. I don't know. So it's an imperial stout from Blackstone Brewing Company is what they're finishing this.
So local brewery.
Local.
Everything's local. And the other kicker is
Still waiting for Wheelers to do that.
they're probably some sourced and some of their own in this. So right now they do their own, but just based off the fact that they did not put Distilled in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Makes me think that they're still got some MGP that they're blending in this.
Oh, okay.
It could be also they got to finish their contract.
Yeah, that's possible. There's a lot
Because MGP's they're at max capacity.
Right.
They're not taking any new distilleries on right now.
Yeah.
So
Look at the legs on this guy.
I've enjoyed this one a lot, and it's really good, and really happy that we're filming this so that I can
Finish
crash
it.
the hell out of this. This is good. This is so crushable. If any whiskey is just crushable, this one is totally.
which one did you crush first? You had this in front of you or the sherry?
This is better.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, totally crushable. I'm not going to crush it because we're going to have another episode where we compare this to the Bardstown finished in Founders.
Oh, I was gonna.
That's a good AB. I like
was just
that.
going to say, how does this compare to the Founders finished? Wait, there's another stout finished.
I think this one's better. That's my opinion. This one's better.
There's too much
But I haven't-
stout on the Bardstown one.
I haven't blind AB'd, so that's what I want to do.
I get proof.
I get proof, but I get bourbon first.
109.8 proof.
Yeah.
It is a very solid proof point for a bourbon. Very happy about that.
This is powdered chocolate. It's powdered cocoa on the way.
Like in the Hershey's tin can type thing going
I
on.
had to pop it off with a spoon. The back of a spoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can go there.
I get the chocolate, but I get more on the baking side.
Okay.
Baking chocolate, like a bitter chocolate.
Not the Nestle Quick.
I'm still getting like the regular Greenbrier or Nelson Brothers kind of has
I wish
that.
I was getting Cocoa Pebbles or like Cocoa Puffs, but I'm not.
There's still a caramel note or like a caramely note from the bourbon itself.
Yeah.
Mixing in with that cocoa.
Yeah, Greenbrier bourbon's coming through first.
Yes.
Which I like.
Right.
I like it all finished. I want the bourbon to come through.
Right.
first.
I want a
Or the
bourbon with a
whiskey.
note,
Right.
not that note to overpower.
That's good.
Yeah. But it's like a spicy chocolate, sweet.
But I get wood too. I get
Yeah,
really delicious
wood and,
oak and chocolate.
Like a strong nut, like a hazelnut.
Yeah, or a macadamia. What I'm saying.
Okay, I can go there.
It's very oily.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah.
Good mouthfeel. It's yeah. I like this guy.
I get a weird aftertaste, and I can't even narrow it down.
That's it. Not because it's like you said, like not macadamia.
Don't even. Yeah.
That's the baking spice is a nutmeg. Yeah, you're totally right on that one. Yep. Yeah, that's that. But I got like it's not walnut. Brazil nut's probably the closest thing that I can go with that. It's not the buttery from a macadamia nut. It's a heartier,
fattier, heartier nut, like a bigger nut, a tree nut, a macadamia nut. A Brazilian nut. It's a very
I'm going with. I like the Brazil nut. I think I'm there.
Definitely not a walnut. Walnut is so just.
No, they're very.
No, that's got a specific flavor, but
with a little toasty note to it.
Yeah.
So much more cocoa on the nose. Than
Yes, yeah. The chocolates come way past the vanillas and caramels that you got from the bourbon originally.
And it's past a powder. It's now more of a, like you said earlier, it's a full-on
Baking chocolate.
baking chocolate.
Or at least a bar, not the powder.
Yeah, it's not that bitter.
Or a brownie, but not, it's...
That smell when you open up like a Hershey bar, or Hershey Kiss.
Okay. Little like powder, but
Because that Hershey Kiss has all right, when you pop that Hershey Kiss in your mouth, that first flavor that hits your tongue.
The powder on the outside, not necessarily the hardiness in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love the nose. I love the palate. Everything about this is really solid. Now, it is distillery only. Mm-hmm. And it was a limited release. They still had it, what was that, about a month and a half ago?
Right.
About a month and a half ago. They still had a pretty decent number of bottles behind the checkout.
Because it was how much?
$125.
Right.
So I work right across the street, so
Yeah.
I like this. So you're saying I should...
If you want it, I'd buy it soon. It's not going to last long. They will come out with this again.
Yeah.
Like it's not a one and done by any means. I think they're going to keep doing this the way that they did but they're going to go through a cycle of the sherry, the Black Brier, the Madeira cask, the honey cask, the whatever, the Moldova or whatever the one we actually went for. I'm not sure how to say it, but
Stay tuned.
They're going to cycle through, I'm sure. So it'll show up again, but it might be 2 years.
Different.
And could be a different imperial stout, could be a different blend of whiskeys.
The thing I've thought about with these guys, they did finishing super early. They did finishing before finishing was pretty popular.
They were one of the first
and
ones.
they
I
had
remember the honey. The honey one.
Right.
And they had 4 finishes: the Madeira, the
sherry,
the Madeira, especially. People are raving about it. They don't make it anymore. I don't think they're ever going to do it again.
I remember tasting that one when they first brought it out at a whiskey festival, and I thought, honestly, it was the worst one.
Didn't like it.
No.
But I remember those guys having a full lineup of finished whiskeys before everyone was really doing it.
Right.
So now, down the line, they're going to be doing it better.
Exactly.
That's what I think. They've already had it.
Their honey cask, the Belle Meade honey cask, was
very rare.
One, it's super allocated and
it's by a raffle now.
Yeah, it's crazy to try to get.
Tim got it 2 years.
I know someone's got one.
Yeah,
Tim got it 2 years ago.
2 years ago. It was all through a raffle. But
and I'm okay with that. I'd rather it be that way than like
just giving it
600
out to
people standing in line.
Yep.
Right.
Hoping to get it. I'd rather.
Or 7 stores in Texas get it, then no one else gets it.
Right. The only kicker with that is the fact that it's super honey forward.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That is the primary note of that bourbon. Versus other people that have done some finished wheelers, it's a note in the bourbon, not
it's bourbon forward with the sweetness of the honey kind of on the finish.
Adds into it.
Where
Belle
Meade's was good, but the nose, on the
almost like mead.
sip, it was just like
it was so honey forward.
Here's that honey sweetness right in your face.
That got
more
powdered sugar.
Yeah, the chocolate went away. For me,
it's like a powdered sugar note at the top.
Funnel cake.
The proof is okay.
Funnel cake.
Okay. Yeah, I can go there.
Yeah.
Funnel cake with the powdered sugar on top.
Yeah, the cocoa went away a little bit.
But the sweetness didn't. Ooh, that's nice.
Is this with water?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought so.
Ooh, I like it better with water.
The palate is.
It's got more to it.
Yeah.
There's a bite. There's a little bit more of a bite to it. There's a little bit of a.
There's a more junk in the
trunk
on this one.
There's more complexity. It opened it up a lot.
Yeah, and the finish makes me want to
do it again.
Go back.
Do it again. Yeah.
Go back. Yeah.
What's it taste like?
I love that.
It tastes like more.
It tastes like
more.
It tastes like let's go again.
One more.
I love whiskeys that evolve.
Yes.
That is
absolutely open
and
up.
This is
change.
one that changes. And on a cube, who knows? Like this, it might water down a bit, but the first.
But at least at 109, you could throw a small cube in there.
Small, not a full. It's not a full block.
I don't know, but even with that, pulling the temperature down might not be a good thing.
Right.
It might mute out some of the complexity that you're getting with just a few drops of water. I'd rather have the few drops of water and get all the complexity.
Or an old fashioned with.
It's a $125 bottle of
I know.
He
but
just
you know
said
me.
On the cocktail episode, doesn't matter. You got to use good spirits.
The better the spirit, the better the
cocktail. I agree. Good spirits.
This guy with some chocolate bitters and a little, that
the dark walnut and chocolate cocoa bitter. Yeah,
you're right. A little bit of a toasted, a little bit of toast on top.
A little char on a
little smoke on there. I think a smoked old fashioned with this would be fantastic.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
With the dad bod, with the stout simple syrup mixed in with that, hell yeah!
All right,
yeah,
I'll go buy a bottle this week.
All right, this is great.
It's a 2-block walk from my
office. It's a very solid bottle. I was a little nervous when they first released the Nelson Brothers, the Classic and the Reserve. I didn't care for them as much as I liked the Belle Meade Classic and Reserve, but their finishes, the sherry cask, solid. This solid,
yes.
Okay, they're getting into their own, and I really think I'm a fan, and I'm just going to watch what they keep doing, and I'm going to keep buying it.
The Classic's okay. The Reserve is better.
The Reserve is better than the Classic.
I'm still sitting on a bottle of Belle Meade Reserve.
The Belle Meade Reserve is.
I'm going to start buying
way better than
all of it.
I got it. It's probably 2 years ago. I got it for my birthday.
That's great.
Unopened.
The cherry note on that, the sweet notes on that.
And I checked the proof. It's the 107.
108.3.
All right. I mean, overall, solid bottle.
Very solid.
For sure.
I think even for the money.
Yeah.
It's heavy. It is heavy. But it's a really good finished whiskey. If you like notes outside of a normal bourbon, this is going to give you some really cool notes.
Yes.
So
they're doing great things.
They are really great things.
It's not young.
Something to watch.
This is one when you're swinging through Nashville.
Rolling.
Because you never know what's going to be distillery only.
Right.
That you might just hit the freaking lottery and you show up and they got something else.
Yep. Yeah.
And their bar, they had a couple rotating cocktails. They had at least 3 cocktails.
They had solid cocktails. You could do basic flights of their basic lineup.
You can roll down the other end and hit up
Corsairs.
Yep.
Yeah,
they got some good cocktails.
They also wrapped the bottle in some nice paper.
Yep.
Upside down, but that's okay.
Asked them to do it upside down, so it's facing.
Yeah.
It's just a nice touch, man. It's a nice touch.
It looks really cool, but I kept taking the bottle out to show people, and I couldn't get it back in the paper.
That's all right. All right. We hope you enjoyed our review of the Nelson Brothers Black Brier. If you did, we'd love the support. We encourage you to hit that like button at the bottom of the screen.
While you're down there, we'd love you to subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel. Also, this is April. We are trying to raise funds for Make-A-Wish. April 29th is World Wish Day, which is the recognition of the very first wish ever granted that kind of led to the making of Make-A-Wish itself.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's also the month of my son's birthday. So his birthday would have been April 23rd. And we like to try to raise funds for Make-A-Wish in the month of April. So anything you donate between now and the end of April will match up to $500. I'm not going to go crazy on this. But
I will definitely match it myself too.
So please donate. There's a link down in the description below. And Make-A-Wish is an amazing charity. Wishes when children are going through horrible, chemo treatments or surgeries and all that stuff. To have a wish granted just helps them take their brain off of what's going on around them. And honestly, was the spark of all of this. My son's wish was to be a YouTube star. He never got to do that. Unfortunately, he got too sick by the time we actually got the equipment to do things for YouTube. So instead, we review whiskeys and act like morons.
We're by no means stars.
And we're by no means stars, but we do this in honor of Jason. So we highly appreciate you donating to our fundraiser.
Yep.
So thank you very much. And See you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers. Welcome to Explore. I'm sorry.
You want to go?
No. You want to go?
Do it.
No, I just,
Go ahead, do it.
no. I just, I'll start with this guy off. Here we go.